ever, it's important that our allies from every different community, whether straight, gay, communities of faith, everyone, stand up and be counted with us.
I think that we have to each take responsibility in the work that needs to be done.
As a parent and a partner, I feel like it's my responsibility to be as vocal and outspoken as possible.
I think by being out, by being vocal, especially the straight allies of the GLBT community, speaking out and making the case for expanded civil rights, ultimately will carry the day.
Uninformed people have to be educated to understand that, so they can therefore go and educate their friends and especially their children.
The greatest obstacle I run into in discussing LGBT rights is silence.
How many gay and lesbian and transgender people don't vote? I mean, that's a crime. That is worse than, like, I don't know, falling down on Project Runway or something. I mean, it's like the worst thing possible.
We as members of the LGBTQ communities must be involved in conversations that shape our world, that define our lives, that define our rights.
We need to elect legislators to write and support federal and local anti-discrimination legislation, which include gender identity protection.
You can't be for justice for some people and injustice for other people. Either we're all covered equally under the law or we aren't.
Being a supporter of gay and lesbian and transgendered rights is like breathing. I don't know how you don't do it.
We want to assure that every citizen in the United States has the same opportunities in this country.
We have to be willing to sit down and forge personal relationships with our colleagues and friends.
Living our lives authentically, living our lives out, is probably the most important thing that we can do.
This next generation that's coming is the least racist, least homophobic generation that America has ever seen.
The work of equality must be embraced by this next generation.
I know that my children can't believe that we're even discussing these issues today.
Those kids are going to be the leaders in 10 years, 15 years.
It seems like every once in a while we take a couple of important steps forward, only to take one big step back. But at the end of the day, we're moving, and it's exactly where we need to go.
This is just basic human rights.
Take your rights. Don't let anybody else tell you what you're entitled to. And you have to do it for yourself.
In order to win, we must all be united. We need everyone to say, count me in.
Count me in.
Count me in.
Y ustedes pueden contar conmigo.
Count me in.
Count me in.
Count me in.
Count us in.
Count me 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 in always.